Hello everybody. Today I'm going to film my top 3 favorite Disney Color by Number books. To start, I actually have 2 honorable mentions. The first one is Le Grand Classique Tome 10. The reason these are honorable mentions, well, this one specifically, is because I haven't done a lot in this book, but I really like the pages that I have done, and I'm excited to do more. So this is the first page that I've done. It is Sebastian. I almost found her. I have this over my pages because the paint markers that I use will sometimes transfer to the other page, so I wanted to make sure that that didn't happen. So this is the first page, and then these are some of my favorite pages that I've actually done. So the first one is Monsters Inc. Well, it's Monsters University, and then Luca. Just the colors are really pretty, and blue is my favorite color. So I believe that is the only page that 3 pages I've done in here, but I'm excited to do more. And there's what they should look like, in case you guys were curious. The next one I actually have done a lot in. It's probably one of the top books that I've completed a lot in, and it's Villains. I don't know how to say that because it's French, but I have completed a lot in here. This was one of the first couple books I have gotten when I started coloring like 3 years ago. So this is the first one. It's Ursula. And I actually did these in alcohol markers so you can tell because they bleed to the other side. So I only use it on like the first page. I have a ton of whips in here because I just did black outlining whenever I was completed with a page and didn't have colors. Here's this guy. I have no clue what this is from. It's an older movie. Cruella. And the guy from Meet the Robinsons. Bowler hat guy. Forget. Goob, I think is his name. Oh, so here's the guy from Jungle Book, I think. And then I need to complete that. I guess I didn't. Here's Captain Hook. This one is acrylic markers, but it's still pretty streaky with whatever markers I used. Yzma. If you guys have seen my completed pages for the year with my sister, you would probably see most of these. I've only completed like 1 or 2 more in here since that video, but this is one of them. I love the double page and then Mickey. This is another one that I completed recently. I like the glitter marker with this one. Sorry if I'm going fast, but I don't want this to be a super long video because I have a lot to show. And I think that's close to being it. This guy from Wreck-It Ralph. And then Jafar. Okay, now after those honorable mentions, I do have my top 3. These aren't in any specific order, other than this is my current favorite right now because it's my newest book and it has double pages. Like, it's the same page, but you'll see when I show you guys. But I'll start with Princesses. This is actually the first book that I got because I saw it on TikTok and it kind of started this whole thing with coloring. So I have a lot done in here. So here's Moana and Snow White. And these are for when I get to these coloring pages. I have written out the colors that are gonna match along there, just because I don't love writing in the colors down here, because I think it looks a little more clean when I have a separate sheet to dictate that. This one I've done recently with acrylic paint markers. My issue with the older books is that the white space is filled with a bunch of lines, and it's just a lot of work to go over it in white, and you have to do multiple layers because one layer doesn't completely cover it up. So that's kind of annoying. There's baby Moana. So I still have a fair bit to do in here, but I'd love to complete this book one day. Rapunzel, I love her hair. All the flowers. And this one. So glad I did this in acrylic paint. I think it looks really good. There's a lot of Rapunzel in this book. Here's a whip. You can tell this is from earlier on because it's nice and streaky with my water-based markers, which I don't mind using. You just have to be pretty careful with how you color the page. I love this one. Is this the front? No. I think I have done the front page. Somewhere in here. See, like this one, I wanted to make sure I got the clouds in white, but I had to do like at least 2 or 3 layers of white, and it still doesn't look the best. Lots of lips. Ah, here's the cover page with acrylic paint markers. Ariel was my favorite princess growing up, by the way. I love this page. This background took forever, but I think it looks good. It should have been a lighter pink, but I did it in that glitter marker, and I think it looks good. This is a very dark page, but it's Tiana. She looks fire. There's baby Ariel, and then Pocahontas. I don't know who that is. Her sister. This is the other stained glass I've done. I don't like it as much because it is the watercolor or water-based markers, but I think it still looks good because I did the outline in acrylic paint pen. It just looks sleek. There's Tiana. And then Jasmine riding on her camel. She looks like she's going fast, but I don't think that's realistic. And then the last 2 are Moana, which I definitely did back to back when I was coloring these. So yeah, so this is Princesses, one of my favorite books. Let me know if you guys ever want to see like the back. Personally, I like being surprised with these books, so I don't look at the back. I kind of just pick a page that I like the colors or that I have a good color range for. So this is my most recent book, Le Grand Classique Tome 11. So this basically is the classics. So it's a bunch of different movies and stuff. And then Tome, I think, is volume maybe 11. They're coming out with a new volume soon, I believe. Okay. So the first double page, one of the first double pages I did was Pinocchio. So I still have these liners, but since it's a double page, I kind of put it up there. You can't see the whole thing, but It's Pinocchio and his maker guy. These pages take so long to do. Did I forget this? Oh no, I forgot that. It's just the black outline. I'll have to go back and do that. But yeah, these are the double pages that I was talking about. Sorry, there's my dog. Gosh. Okay, and then the very first page I did in here was this Ariel Sisters page, because I loved the colors, and look how colorful it is. So this is the page that inspired me to do this liner in between, because if you can tell, she has blonde hair, but there's like streaks, and I'm assuming it's from this side that was pressed up against. So that's why these are important, and I should have done it earlier with this page, but I didn't necessarily know, so that's okay. The reason this book is my favorite, other than the double pages, is because the detail isn't too bad, but they are on the more detailed side than some of the other books. So the color ranges don't go off into the symbols, which some books do, especially these double pages, like they go off into the symbols, or the Greek letters sometimes. This book is kind of in between of detailed and not too simple. So, yeah. Okay, this one. Lilo and Stitch, and crap, I don't remember her sister's name, but this is cute. Stitch should be a little lighter. I kind of made him dark, but I matched these colors pretty well, so they called for him to be, I guess, a little darker. That's okay. This is the most recent page that I just did. I actually have a short on here if you want to see like a video of me coloring this page. I also did a short of this page, and this is the last one. It's another double page. Again, I love Ariel, so this is a really fun page to do. It did take an incredibly long time. The thing that takes the longest time is definitely the black outlines. So once I have all the colors, I then go in and do the black outlines in case I mess up, like say this pink, I accidentally got over the line a little bit, but I can see where the black outline should go. It just makes it a little more clean and crisp. Here's another example of the white. I wish it was filled in, which Tomb 10 actually does. So I'm kind of surprised that this one doesn't, but that's just me being picky. Okay, this is the last page, Cinderella. This one wasn't too bad, but it did call for a lot of blues, and I don't have super dark blues in the acrylic paint markers, and also these dots took forever to do, but I think it looks really good. So yes, and then my last page, I believe this is the page that I've done the most in. When I was on bed rest, when I was pregnant with my son, I had this book next to me, and I basically was only coloring in that one. Are you kidding me? Vitro, which I think means stained glass, could be wrong. That's just what I've heard other YouTubers call it. But that being said, I have a lot done in this page, and it's just fun to do. So, okay, sorry, her butt is right here. So, okay, this first page is Rapunzel. And this one looks very stained glass. Okay, she went downstairs. This is the first page. It is Rapunzel's family. It looks very stained glass. I think that was just the design of the picture, because in the movie it actually is a stained glass photo, I believe. But I love the colors. It's nice and bright. Next one. This shouldn't be too far. This was the first page I did in here. was a while ago, probably over a year ago. And this was the first book that I decided all of my pages were actually going to be acrylic paint marker, just because, again, it looks more clean. This page I really like because I decided not to go over the lines with the gray. So the background is the gray, but her body kind of stands out, I think, from the background. Here's Toy Story, double page. Oh, I need to add a sheet there. Here is Aurora, double page, so Sleeping Beauty, which I never even noticed that they do that, which is kind of fun, that they make the characters related on both sides, which I think is here too. I'm pretty sure this is from Brave. And then this is Merida. I don't know. She came out, that movie came out when I was a little older, so I didn't necessarily watch it. Okay, these are 2 whips. I need to get these done because they kind of look stupid. Okay, so this is when I started experimenting with going over the lines. And I didn't realize that some of the lines are not going to look good, like circles on her face and all that. So I kind of had to look in the back for the next pages to make sure that I was actually coloring in the lines. Like, this looks like a mustache. Whatever. It's fine. It's a page that's done, but yeah, definitely a learning curve with this book. So for example, here, I didn't put the lines between the colors, but I did write in the lines for her nose and like her nostril outline. And then this is Enchanted. This page is cool. This is a Luca page. I love the colors on this. Jungle Book, boy and girl. I definitely have seen that book, but here's 2 whips. These pages, again, just have the colors on them that I want to use. Pinocchio. This is my most recent. I use glitter markers. I think it looks pretty good. Double page with The Incredibles. This one was kind of obvious. I was in the middle of doing the gray, I guess, outline here. And honestly, it doesn't look too bad, so I don't think I'll do it on this, on Elastigirl, but I'll do it on him. Another whip. Yes, those are Zootopia characters. Here's 2 more whips with Monsters, Inc. characters. I can tell this is Sully and this is Mike Wazowski. As I have done these books, it's been easier to kind of tell, so it's not as much of a mystery as I'm coloring. So I have other mystery books that I have, if I really want that. But here's a double page with Mickey, or I'm sorry, that's Minnie and Donald. Wow, a lot of these books have the pages related. So this is Enchanted. This one took forever because look at all of the lines for the background. This one did not take as long, which was nice. But I guess I also didn't go over it with the gray background lines. Sorry, I should have marked out these pages, but my son is sleeping, so I kind of just did this while I could. Here's Coco. Coco's actually one of my favorite Disney movies. I don't know if it's underrated, but I really like it. And there's Dumbo. Another whip. I need to do the outline of him. Okay, these are the last 2 pages. So Elsa Anna when they're little, and then Anna when she's a big girl. Okay, so that is it. That was my top 3 books. Let me get my... So let me know if you guys want any other coloring related content. But for now, I'm kind of just doing what I kind of feel would be interesting, or just videos that are kind of fun for me to watch that other creators make. So yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Have a good day.